enti ase wan kasa tro ye we bone ana aboa no oka ni bre sesi abegase ye de ato ani bre ama MP for Penyah constituency Honorable Stephen Amoah lukokwa pai wadwala o kire mu a all the Blakk Rasta any NDC TikTokers obesi wo mu nyina court mema nkire mu no akire wadwen ama me e wo comment section aha Penyah Blakk media meso ase ani di mo obe like video no that one subscribe button so na be click notification icon latest update na be kire wadwen da ama me e wo comment section meso so baso no a share for so anya bi ahwe etu be kaya na nsia manche bia ana nika bro video ka kire wo se the late Samuel Abuaje, a NDC parliamentary candidate for Obuasi East constituency. The late Samuel Abuaje, after say owu ye no, ne yere ebuja for the DNA be tata no. Just say akoda na ne bana ye say one omu de hye no ewo ye no. Omu nyin ni ese Samuel Abuaje eba no enti no. Say obey after say Samuel Abuaje ewu achi no o demande ese ne yenche japadem emfa ne de man na onko de a ene bujafons e demand say ne onye DNA because according to the family ni kura no abana Samuel Abuaje etiase no or hinting on the fact say as on share ne ban eni sa akora ne moja ankasa enti opeso e DNA eno digina modi ko wuye enti bujafons chim say nka oba no enye DNA because obu believe say that Samuel Abuaje no ansa na obehu Abigail Salami no na Abigail Salami eni MPB as MP no e wa asanteme wo kumase na on MP no na hyehyɛ hɔ no mo eti obeji Abigail Salami every MPB ensem as MP crown ni din ametodwa oda say ema according to abujafo ko believe say abra na Samuel Abuaje tiase nyina no na say omuta hu Abigail Salami on that particular MP no eti no believe say ne akoda no kura na Abigail ewo no omi say masa enya Samuel Abuaje ba masa we dishe obi akodi abehye no akoti ni se da ba enya abehye ne ba ne omu ba ne kon ana oba ba wo eti ema asem kwa ekopie mu court die ne ba akopɛ no ɛho asem akopie court oba ne se onye ebuja for the kianiki ye be mo die ne no na out of nowhere and was a medians akoba say MP crown owo kumase no ene ne amanfo agasa du monster esa se efem ene odiga call point at Asenso Honorable Asenso ala say bo me na mesremo ada se bonya ma asem na mo ka munyi mi din firim na me oba no kra me kasa no huda minim ne be bia eti munyi mi din firim me ani die ma mesremo ada emma that incident no kra no there were some two social media activists bongo ideas any one lady bia also on Twitter omu and started that accusation against Asenso Emma later omu nyina be render public apology on social media handles now we say out of nowhere anyone say Blakk Rasta aba no show ni so oba en ho no and obe chire mu say akoda na yawo no MP na omu ehwe na omu ehu no enye obi ase eye honorable sticker eba no eye sticker eba.
May God kill me if I impregnated Samuel Abuaje's wife. And who is speaking? Sticker. He's an MP, Stephen Amoah. That's him. My own classmate, in fact, my schoolmate, he was 2 years ahead of me. He went to school at Opokuwari. From Opokuwari, he came to T.I. Ahmadiyya Secondary School for 6th form. We used to call him Sticker. And the same sticker has remained with him. He was the one who was caught on tape crying in an interview that Nana Addo had done so well, but Ghanaians were not ready to give him his flowers. Today, I'm sure he's regretted saying things like that because Nana Addo was nothing but a useless, irresponsible president. He gave us an empty hole for almost 100 million Ghana cedis. In his regime, people were stealing with two hands, left, right, and center. All of them are beginning to stand trial, one after the other, under the watchful eyes of Iyoko and the office of the special prosecutor, alongside the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. My brother, my sister, Nana Addo would go down in history as quoted in the words of Martin Kpebu as the most useless president this nation has ever had. This is Sticker, aka Stephen Amoah. Now, the family of Samuel Abuaje The man who lost his life on August 6, 2025 this year in the Z9 Harbinger military style aircraft just over the mountains of Obuasi. This gentleman here, only 35 years old. He was born in 1990. In fact, he saw the woman of his dreams, one Abigail Salami, aka Joy Linda, and he was so much in love with this girl. Now this lady here comes all the way from the Upper East region, specifically Sandema. They fell in love. They dated for a number of years, and then they got married. When they got married, it looked like the marriage was quite rocky. And Samuel Abuaji decided that, you know what, my pretty wife, please go to school. And she flew all the way to America to school. After school, the mother came to tell her son, Sammy, your wife, hasn't she finished school yet? Oh, she has, but anytime she comes, she gives me problems. Let her continue to stay there, according to the mother. And within that period, on the 6th of August, bam, helicopter crash, and 8 people lost their lives. He was the youngest member of that disaster, Samuel Abuaji. My brother, my sister, he was in charge of general protocol. My brother, my sister, he went down the drain. And when he died, Ghanaians wept all over the place. According to the mother, he was not happy with his marriage because there was a certain MP from the Ashanti region who was lurking around his wife. And when the wife gave birth, Samuel Abuaji believed that the child was not his. Today the child is 3 years old. This is the beautiful Abigail Salami, aka Joy Linda, my brother, my sister, and the beautiful baby here, whose face has been blurred for obvious reasons. According to the mother, Sami was always looking for a way to have a DNA to ascertain the fact that this child was truly his. But there was one NP they fingered. It came out that Ghanaians started fingering the wrong person because the wrong person spoke too early. And who was the wrong person? Honorable Echo Vincent Asifwa. This guy, many people, the moment he started speaking, started to link him up to the baby because they actually look alike. The skin color. And then he thought it was a joke before he realized that the Titanic was sinking. His name had already been muddied. Yesterday we brought you the full story. When I spoke with the family, they told me point blank, this is not the guy. We don't even know him. He was not even at the funeral. This man himself told me, and remember yesterday we brought you that screenshot for documentation purposes. I wrote to him and said, good afternoon, Honorable. Blakk Rasta here. And he responded 2 minutes later and said, Senior, I said, following up on the Abigail story, I know you denied being the father. And he said, I don't know the lady from Adam. Today I spoke with the lady. Today I also spoke with Sticker. Then I also spoke with another person whose identity I'll be bringing up very soon. When Sticker spoke to me, in fact, he cried tears. He told me, Blakk Rasta, may God kill me. I know her. I've known her in the past. But for the past 7 years, I never saw this woman. In fact, even before she got married, I never met her. And when her husband died, the family invited me to the funeral. When I went, there she was sitting. And I greeted her. She couldn't even respond because she was weeping. They even gave me food, which I didn't eat. I'm sure that by now, he's thanking his stars for not eating that food because he believes that the family is out to disgrace him. Sticker told me so much. It's a very lengthy interview, but we're going to break it into just about 5 minutes so that you hear exactly some of his sentiments. What did Sticker say? In fact, when he called, we started speaking English and recounted the days in Amas, Kumasi. And then he said, Blakk Rasta, don't record me. I said, I will never record you without telling you. After we had spoken, I asked him, Honorable, are you ready for the interview? He said, okay, you can record me now. And then I started recording him. But who is this guy? He was born in 1970 in Afrancho. He went to school in Afrancho, then went to Opokuwari, and then Tiamade Secondary School. He has a PhD from the University of Ghana. So he's Dr. Stephen Amoah. He became the Deputy Finance Minister in the days of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, after the Deputy Finance Minister John Kuma passed on. That is the dossier in a nutshell. Let's listen to him now that you know who he is.
Mr. Rasta,
Right.
my sister was born in Abekasa when me family Nakasa.
Right.
And the pointing fingers at me. All these while, no, what's a speculation? I could, and I mean, direct case, direct statement. Yeah, a linky family now. Miss making this family not for Emerald Council. It may prepare with numbers and so. It didn't come with that. Who can't allege because you didn't know about the issue yourself, which I appreciate that a lot. But yet, also be a missile, the catch-all, and let's say, Yankopon or Hathaway. Let the minimum and the name control. I got a few soon. We wanted your friend. You could you mean that in the years? I got 7 years. We won't even Katabia. We generally want to say, transfer the call who said, what year puzzle. Only invite me. You know, I'm so happy. I'm also it's soon that then to a near and also it. I'm saying, happy, Yamade. I'm an how right. Like Tara Church and not Kennedy Trail McCoy. Apart from the year last year, me movie, they can feel soon here. Sabi, me wouldn't be able to me say in part and in any Casa State. I really wanted that. Now, me or tissue enemy dancing. It's immediate. At the bottom of my lawyers, I'm the woman court. Be clear of your cabbage.
Wow.
A crying home, Bermano, as boyfriend and as a husband, send me the Shannon talk, and then I be that. And I'm a Shannon like Kata, apart from said, a year by you invite me, Yanko Pongumi. I'll never do that.
Wow.
I didn't find the little of this store, my brother. Why? I am policy could fear the answer. Then I catch them in your swab of I'm a liar. Some said, well, I'm a champion. I saw for the creating young from society. But that's some case away here. What about Thomas society? They say, I got in fear, that is the emphasis. I can't feel soon. We have been between 6 and 7 years. Let you know, we won't cry and Qatar say, I do want to say, till a year last year, we'll be invited back now. You feel I be influenced. On it, why age now? Let us only be able to cry a few years and son or more, Japan. You mean she am cut by till a year nothing. Into me, you have Blakk Rasta, my job, and you know,
Yanko Ponte Obeware, my former schoolmate from Tiamade Secondary School, Kumasi Sticker. Stephen Amoah, he opened his heart and spoke. It's a very lengthy interview. He said things. But all in all, my brother, my sister, he says he's ready for the DNA. The last time he saw the woman, just before the funeral, was about 7 years. I asked him whether they had dated before. He didn't want to go straight to the point. He was like, oh, is it necessary whether we dated or not, you know? But in the interview, you know, we have a little bit of experience. You know how to go around it and get some information. So I asked, how did the husband get to know that you and the lady dated? He said, but did we really date? Maybe whilst we were around, some people told this man that, oh, you know what? This guy was dating this girl. Just rumors like that. But my brother, my sister, whether they dated in the past or not, that is not what we are talking about right now. Who donated the spermatozoa that germinated into a zygote and came out as a Homo sapiens? I spoke with Abigail Salami Abuaje, aka Joy Linda, all the way from her base in the United States of America. She told me, Blakk Rasta, it's out of respect I'm speaking with you. Don't record me. I said, I will never do without telling you. She said, my husband never said to me, and to the best of my knowledge, never said it to any member of his family, that he doubted the paternity of our baby.
I say, or Kasa and the boss said, yes, what evidence? Church mu say, oh, once and ask the canny with Champania, the other Bob on some, and Mocassa we had, NDC TikTok as so. Now, I know, and as the Cassie there been any your home. Dear Cosono, one way you be good anymore, it is the Abacasa, which room say, Abigail Salamino. Woman, all not chimpana pen. Oh, all cast on chimpana, no, what we mujay, all not chimpana. But I know you 7 years ago, after 7 years in you. On 10 and Kakurada and then Nija Crassi and Shinda. Who do who na any Nancy? Samuel Boaji Yasi. Now, or no, after 7 years of, you know, breakup, or who Abigail Salamida, and or they try to say, if I dance Blakk Rasta egg can edit some of the NDC TikTokers egg candidate, or when you're ready for him. Now they will answer him in the court of law.
Can't somebody one can say, guys, one this or no, to me one this. Because I'm not anything. But as I know the court to be. Me na me the point is, so we are in an emissary. And I can't know we need me no be able to go.
Oh, Dabi.
We need me no. Na ya
Dabi.
Hello.
Dabi.
Kwame. Na the we are yan train CD. Na me so say they had make me new nyanza.
Anu edin mom. We are some nipa bebrebe wo manya obia se.
So the TN say make us akra na me nim na. Me your trofo. Me say confuse ni. Me wu ne da. Sakura na nya akra sabi one mema me you got chimpna at the same time. You have me nim no.
Anyway.
What do you say? Na no dey ono ani wo masem. So obi foforo dey aba me na na ya obuadi kofo amoa. A me ka say die. Ewurade me kra woni nsem. Me kra e woni nsem. Me say akra na eko enfie nsuni about 7 years. E da ni hu no e say abi wo te say nyame be ye why. No ti ayi awa ayi ku aso ai akonya so. Me akra na so ni because one can check on that one. That is good very much. The thing was a family for some of our own. Some of us will be here beside and one say, you'll be the best kind of one channel. That will be a candy open. Yano, we have to say, I know we have to, and I will walk on. Open your socket your own. Share. Hey, now to me, the attempt to be so time and ye.
Well, so to a bet my say campaign so come home. Ya bibia bet
for Facebook. Correct. Now, I'm person like answer. Where my focus. Court to nine hear me. I mean, we in the frame, my dear. But you know the way I am. Me, I can go all lengths. Yam assuming Yementia, be. Maybe I mean, count why I just saw the canny and wage in you. So I am here. If I grew up and pen on for some, you know me, Menyabasa. But media, because me Buawa home. One Memphis in Yapro, I'm a different being altogether. You are Madame Makuma. Chad, you know. That now you be Vinamasa with Makuma. And you'll be you're ready for anything on this earth. I'm a different being altogether. Penyah Basabasa. I mean, I got to have me say, I'm you, Debbie. I think maybe I come in young couple one. I know myself. The two men can't do as a more mind, and I'm a holy you. And can't send me a trouble fool. I wouldn't send me a Basabasa. I said, Tia, shy. What the Peter will be on it, nothing corners to say, oh, Papa Penyah, I better talk a can send me name, Sani, my many reputation. My own reputation. How could you do that?
I know.
You know, ready. Honestly, I'm even looking for a very, very good lawyer. We mean Kofa lawyer, a grow lawyer, Asɛm. Because I pray and Penyah, at least what I've gotten is enough to take the case to court now. Me, I'm a teacher, say, Penyah be the agent of the court. Well, yes, I say, any person that has my Bible, will be able to say,
anyway,
yeah, baby, oh, now, what videos on one face. And I'm paying stations will be a friend and future budget in here. Now, I say, before you remember, say, very particular, and what Isaac said in old legend.
Sir, no, dear. You know,
what are that? I would be for a while. Instead of my area, but what are that?
Mate.
Don't instead of make us all that. And God forbid. Now, come in, and I want to know we are to be this uncle. That's to my brother Mumpo.
Okay,
And I'm going to born a maximum control to Mumpo. And will be here. My brother. You see, I was 7 years. The who can never say, we are in tech. At the same 18 committee. In person, in movie that. A year after, Nadana, on walk him a few years later, Aquanium, our walk. Now I said, me, Nana, Buadico to Amo. Sure, probably no. What is it in Korea? I am so many ideas to Quani. That the anamical. I did be obedient to be as but it's just a matter of decision and time. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I do, Pa.
Who is that? That you are a cheap private car near the name of driving at a power. It started driving from 95 to 96. You have it on the car 97.
On a one way, no baby, a cacrama.
Wait, watch the wide Amame. Comment section. How you Penyah Blakk Media.